Donnelly and Brian O'Neill have been dispelled. They all play, with Barry Smith replacing broken leg victim Lee Martin at fullback and Andy Walker partnering Donnelly up front. The big shock is the selection of the 22-year-old Irishman Paul Byrne to play his first match under Tommy Burns at the expense of Pat McGinley. He's forced his way into contention by means of a structured weight loss and an earnest attempt to achieve full fitness. He last started a match for Celtic 7 months ago. Aberdeen have Ray McKinnon back after suspension to replace Peter Hetherston in midfield. He's on the bench. Brian Irvin, who will have a hard time at Tynecastle on Saturday, is missing, but David Winnie wearing a number 5 jersey. There's no Duncan Shearer, but Theo Snelder is back in goal after missing the last 7 matches because of a knee injury, and his experience could inject extra stability to Willie Miller's defence. The referee is Scotland's World Cup representative in the United States in the summer, Les Mottram from Wilson Town. So the contest to earn the right to play Wraith Rovers in the Coca-Cola Cup final on the 27th of November is underway. Celtic reaching the stage by means of very narrow victories by the odd goal against Ayr United, Dundee and Dundee United. Aberdeen, after struggling against Stranraer to win by 1-0 in the first round, then destroyed Partick Thistle 5-0 and Falkirk 4-1, showing their best form of the season in this competition. So it all makes for a fascinating struggle of huge importance to both clubs. Winnie dropping off to receive the pass. Thought the clear winner of that. Gunn did well. That's Grant. Off goes Donnelly, followed by challenger Gary Smith. Foul is given. Simon Donnelly doing a bit of pushing. Doesn't look strong enough to push anyone.
It's a nice ball into that channel there, and if anything, Simon Donnelly lent on him. I don't think there was an awful lot in it, but sometimes you get that one and other times you lose it.
Smith finds Kane. That's McKinnon. Good thought, tackled by Smith. Good defending by the young Celtic player. Now McKinnon. Off goes Booth. Well now, Gordon Marshall sent spinning. He didn't appreciate that very much, and Scott Booth will be spoken to.
It's a nice reverse pass there, and Scott Booth's onto it quickly, but Gordon Marshall sees the danger, comes out, and I think just a little gentle reminder from Booth that he's about.
Tommy Burns looking very pensive indeed as he surveys the scene, considering tactical adjustments no doubt. Celtic in possession with Collins. The angle cross, a good one, and a bit of pushing inside the area. Paul Byrne, I think, was the culprit rather than Andy Walker.
Yeah, John Collins gets himself free, he sends in a curling ball into that back post, but wasn't a lot on it.
The game for the most part at the moment bypassing the central creative players. Shot from Collins well over the top, but Ray McKinnon for Aberdeen and Paul McStay for Celtic, finding it very difficult to get a grip on the game.
John Collins has started to find a little bit of space on that left-hand side, tries a shot which is always worthwhile, but that one's not going to test the goalkeeper at all.
A loose pass back there from Andy Walker, allowing initiative to switch to Aberdeen. Here's Woodthorpe. His forward run matched by Paul Byrne. Good tackle by Byrne. I think Woodthorpe will be in trouble for that. Well, referee Mottram, I suspect, thinking that it's about time he took a firm grip on things. Woodthorpe just wrestling his man round there and giving himself time to recover, having lost possession. Good booking for Woodthorpe.
It was a good run by the left back here, but we see an excellent tackle by Paul Byrne, and I really think it's just a bit of frustration trying to get back to the ball. I don't think there was a lot of malice there.
Well, by Walker, and Walker will be in trouble too. He's going to be booked for persistent infringements. He was spoken to a short time ago, so the next foul was sure to bring this about. Celtic supporters agitated. There's Brian Grant forcing McKimmie to turn back. Forward is Dodds. Late tackle there by Grant and McKinnon. Willie Miller immediately on his feet on the track. Booth losing his footing. A lot of players struggling on this surface to keep their balance. And a late challenge by Booth on the clearing player O'Neill. That upset the crowd, all right. The referee didn't see any of that. Well, this match now simmering. Boyd. Donnelly's back heel, a chance on for Collins. The corner kick. Now that was the best build-up move of the match.
Yeah, this is very unfortunate because John Collins gets himself in a good position at the edge of that box, but a good last-second tackle by an Aberdeen player puts it over the bar. But certainly an interesting moment for Celtic.
Well, Ray McKinnon has obeyed the instruction on the bench to go down inside the centre circle. Referee Morton not impressed by that, insists on the game continuing. Throw to Celtic this time. And the referee telling Ray McKinnon if he wants to leave the field he can. He will not hold play up. Woodthorpe gets very close to him. That's good fullback play. Done it well. Barry Smith plates it in. Chance on here for Walker, and the rescue was carried out there by Stephen Wright. It was excellent defending at the last ditch by young Wright.
Yeah, it's a magnificent ball into the middle there. It breaks off the defend, but look how quickly it reacts. Gets in ahead of Andy Walker and takes the danger away. Excellent defending.
Well, we're in stoppage time in the first half, and there's no more of that. It's half-time at Ibrox. It's been frenetic right from the start. John Collins perhaps coming closest to a goal in that opening period, but at half-time in the semi-final of the Coca-Cola Cup, Celtic 0, Aberdeen 0. So Aberdeen start the second half of this Coca-Cola Cup semi-final with the match on a knife edge, and remember there has to be a winner tonight. Extra time if necessary, penalty kicks also if required to settle things. And such was the closeness of the match in the first half that can't be ruled out. So an instant collision at the start of the second half, Winnie and Walker. Walker made light of that to his credit. This is Byrne. Through it goes to Donnelly, a chance. Good goalkeeping by Stelders. Took up great position, the keeper.
It's a marvellous little pass from Paul Byrne in behind the centre half. Donnelly makes a run across the Burnham, but oh dear me, what a chance the youngster missed there.
A tremendous volume of noise from the Celtic supporters. This is Dodds. Looking for McKimmie. Boyd will win this race. Peter Grant was cueing the header, finding Scott Booth. This is Dodds. No foul there. He collided with Grant. The referee couldn't have been closer. Off goes Byrne. Excellent running by Paul Byrne. Tells Collins to leave it all to him, and then runs into Stephen Wright. Well, he scarcely made a mistake tonight, Wright. Collins. The tackle there came from Grant. This is Booth. McNally with a cross. Dodds putting him under pressure. Well, McNally doing a safe, sensible thing. Not a time for heroics. Stephen Wright playing it long towards Booth. This is Dodds. And a great tackle made by Brian O'Neill inside the area. That was vital to Celtic. A glimmer of an opening there for Aberdeen.
Here we see the pass and we see it well laid up. Good strike, but what a tremendous tackle by Brian O'Neill. There we see the chance disappear from Aberdeen.
Walker offering himself. Boyd could do nothing else with that. Now McKimmie. Ball skidding through there to Smith. Another high ball, inevitably won by a defender. Here's Grant. Now Dodds. Great tackle that by McNally. He set up an attack here on the counter for Celtic. Grant towards Byrne. Good running by Paul Byrne, and a brilliant block by Snelders. And that all began with Mark McNally's terrific tackle inside his own half. It's lifted Celtic. Here's Collins. Now Boyd. Looking for Donnelly. Back to Byrne. Dodds again. The challenge came from Boyd. Well, once again, the referee gives the free kick, but Boyd did appear to head the ball.
This is a good, positive run by Peter Grant. And look, he sets up Paul Byrne there, who's confident enough, he takes it into the box. And a good save with Theo Snelders, but really we should see Paul Byrne do more of that. He's playing far too deep. He should be playing right on the edge of that defence and threatening them at the back.
Ryan O'Neill put under pressure here by Booth. He did well, young centre-half. So did McNally. Stays in trouble. Space on the right for McKimmie. Donnelly comes across. The first form of defence. Then it's Boyd, he's beaten. That's McKimmie. Headed away from Barry Smith. Straight to McKinnon. Now Dodds. Now Booth. And Gordon Marshall made a good challenge. Booth's in trouble. He's on the ground. Played back in again. Billy Dodds gets up well. And Marshall goes to claim it as Boyd swipes the ball out. And Scott Booth still inside the box. Well, he was clattered there by Gordon Marshall.
Well, this was a tremendous reverse ball into the box. It comes in, it hits it down awkwardly. Scott Booth really doesn't come down for him. The chance has gone. All credit to Gordon Marshall. They read the situation, came out and blocked the opportunity. This was a tremendous bit of skill by Stuart McKimmie. We haven't seen a lot of him in attacking sense of the game, but there you are, he lifts it at the back post. The ball is never properly cleared, and all of a sudden Aberdeen have got a tremendous chance.
Once again though, a high one. Collins did very well indeed. There's Nicholas. Well, complaining to the referee there, but trying a very dramatic overhead effort.
Yes, a very long free kick played into John Collins' direction. He gets up above McKimmie, and really bad marking at the back by Aberdeen, but all credit to him, they defended well when it was counted.
Headed away by Collins. Wright doesn't wait. That was deflected. An anxious moment for Celtic. Stephen Wright almost getting that beyond Marshall.
This young man's had a magnificent game. Burst forward from the back there, unleashed that shot, was so near.
Well, came off Mark McNally. Right in front of the Aberdeen supporters now. We've had a couple of minutes of stoppage time. There's McKinnon. Dodds goes to retrieve. The referee checks his watch. There's Winnie again. Challenged very well inside the area. Dumped away. Aberdeen maintain the pressure. Looking for a winner. Charlie Nicholas goes back. He's shrugged aside. Here's McKimmie. Looking for Booth. Booth again. Supported by McKimmie. Headed away by Barry Smith. Here's Ray McKinnon, and the final whistle goes. We're into extra time. At the end of the 90 minutes, it's Celtic 0, Aberdeen 0, and extra time to come. Well, amazing show of confidence and support from these Celtic fans. Two stands, sea of green and white. Tremendous backing for their team. Collins did well, so did Nicholas. Here's McStay, only Donnelly ahead of him at the moment. Played wide for Donnelly, and Winnie recovers to make the clearance. Smith to Byrne. Byrne looks very tired indeed. McKimmie to right. This is McNally. Winnie taking no chances. And now the change will be made by Celtic. They're going to withdraw Paul Byrne. Well, he's being roundly applauded by the Celtic supporters, but he certainly has added a new element to the Celtic attacking play. One or two excellent runs. On goes Pat McGinley. Well, a kind of player who snatches a goal in tight situations. McGinley playing it in. Nicholas trying to help it on. Retrieved here by O'Neill for Celtic. Woodthorpe's header, McGinley trying to get in behind him. Robertson forced to play it back, he's given it to Donnelly. A chance here for Celtic. Recovery made by Gary Smith. Wow, what a dramatic moment of the game, and Aberdeen almost giving the game away here.
Yeah, here we see the pass back. It sets up Simon Donnelly, rounds the goalkeeper, but all credit to the other Aberdeen defenders that came back, and always at this stage in the game you expect a mistake from tired defenders.
Well, Donnelly couldn't quite get enough on the first touch to score. Nicholas back to Smith. Nicholas again. Smith to McStay. Still Paul McStay. McGinley. Smith offers an option outside him. Looking for Collins there, but the cross was too long. Kimmy gets there ahead of Collins. It was a push, surely. Yes, by Booth on Boyd. Booth living dangerously with that short descent, having been booked early in the match. McStay being advised by the Celtic fans to hurry. Clear foul there by Dodds in the end. O'Neill to Nicholas. Turning away from Winnie, who held him. It's a free kick. Now is it the time for John Collins again? Aberdeen will know all about him from this situation.
Yeah, here we see. Now, you know, Celtic made a couple of good substitutions because bringing Charlie Nicholas on at this stage of the game against tired defenders, they will always create problems.
So, rehearsed move here. It's not a Collins direct shot. The wall will have to retreat. It's clearly not anything like 10 yards away. Referee Mottram trying to get them back. They won't find it easy at this stage in the game. The referee telling Aberdeen to hold the line there. Could be McStay off a Collins stop. No. There's Collins again. Wall standing up. Collins recovers. Deflection there, giving the corner kick to Celtic. Collins comes across. Anxious Celtic supporters wait for another attempt to break the deadlock. Collins sweeps it in. Gets another chance here for the clearance. A good ball in! It's a goal scored by Brian O'Neill! Celtic are ahead! A devastating cross by John Collins, and Brian O'Neill caps a fine display with a goal which may take Celtic to the final.
Now the ball goes out to John Collins. He sends in a magnificent curling ball. Let Brian O'Neill just get ahead of the Aberdeen defenders to put his team in the lead. Here we see again, John Collins knows exactly what he's going to do. He's going to put it into that area between the defenders and the goalkeeper, and Brian O'Neill gets to the ball first.
And what a time to get your first goal of the season. Well, now, can Aberdeen come back? 5 minutes left in the first period of extra time. All the bedlam you hear now coming from Celtic supporters, sensing another final. So what can Aberdeen muster in these closing 2 minutes? Stephen Wright goes back. Snell does. Up goes O'Neill. Winnie playing far forward. That's excellent footwork by Winnie at this stage in the game. It's back with McKimmie. Winnie staying forward, use his height. The high balls. Here's Heatherstone. Well tackled there by McStay. Boyd took a knock there, clearing that as Dodds came in. So 1 minute remaining. Can Aberdeen conjure up something before the end? Barry Smith, back it goes to Marshall, and Stephen Wright, out of luck. Marvellous match he's had, but he couldn't control that pass. The Celtic fans waiting to celebrate in earnest. Collins, fouled from the back by McKimmie. Well, it could be all over now for Aberdeen. Celtic in possession. I fancy this will be taken short to keep the ball. Nicholas to Boyd. Boyd going inside, setting us up for McGinley. Well, Celtic trying to finish with a bit of flourish there. And now the last attack perhaps from Aberdeen. Mark McNally back to Marshall. And the final whistle goes. Celtic, thanks to Brian O'Neill, are in the Coca-Cola Cup final. The young man is mobbed by his teammates. The hero of the hour for Celtic, with a great glancing header. 10 minutes into extra time, Celtic go through to face Wraith Rovers at Ibrox, here at Ibrox, on the 27th of November. And for the Celtic supporters, it's a night to savour and a final to anticipate. It's a sea of green and white at Ibrox. The Aberdeen supporters dejected, their team gave everything they had, but in the end, that final touch from Brian O'Neill has taken Celtic through. It's Celtic 1, Aberdeen 0.
Billy, what's the feeling now in the dressing room about your first final?
Well, you can imagine we're ecstatic, Jock. I think there's a lot the manager normally speaks to you, but we had a fight there and he made sure that it was me that came out, so he sent me out to take the glory. But we've got a difficult game in the final, and you know, we're just delighted to get through and give the fans the opportunity to go to a cup final again.